Hello friends, so we have got again 9 more words to in short and sweet series. This is the 20th and the last class on short and sweet series. 20, I think on average of 10 words, about 200 one word substitutes we have covered. One word substitutes for phrases and clauses we have covered in this series from 1 to 20. Hope that these are very useful to you, and thus we come to the end of this program. Here it is. So we begin with the first one is a sudden rush of large number of frightened animals. Animals today we are also using for humans also. Large number of frightened people rushing out like that. That's called a stampede. Stampede. See, a sudden rush of people. This happens very often, when near stadiums where the ticket or cinema theaters where it is houseful, or the stadium where all the tickets have been sold out and so on, you will find a stampede there, a sudden rush. So the example here is there was a stampede. There was a stampede for tickets near the stadium. So that's the thing. So that's it, because all the tickets have been sold out, and so there is a stampede. Second one, you can see the second one is a place where horses are kept. That is, you have got the word for that is stable. It's common, and you know that. So example for that is, it is said that Shakespeare was a stable keeper. There is a story about that. He left his place and then he went to London, and there he became a keeper of horses in a stable. So there is such a story. We don't know whether it is correct or not. Alright, the third one is perfect and ideal, but imaginary and impossible situation or idea. This we call utopian. Utopian. So something that is impossible, but it's considered to be very ideal. If suppose you say that you think that every day we are getting pure water for drinking, so that's an ideal situation. So something that's impossible. Everybody gets pure water every day in the morning. So that kind of thing is impossible, isn't it? So here we have an example also. It's utopian to think that we can breathe pure air. That's another thing, isn't it? In this world today, where we are living, it is utopian. Means it is practically impossible. A thing that is impossible. If you think that you can breathe pure air. And the fourth one, garden where rare animals are kept for show. That is zoo. This is simple. Hyderabad zoo is very famous. The example also. The zoo at Hyderabad is well kept. If you have gone there, you will see that it's in natural habitat. The animals are kept like that, and though it's so vast area where you start in the morning, sometimes it may take 2 or 3 days to cover the entire place. Okay. And the fifth one is one who is too anxious about his own health. There are some people like that, very anxious. Morning they will see what happened to them, then pressure, check the pressure. Noon also they check the pressure, then they take medicines for all kinds of things, They're too much worried about that. Such persons are called valetudinarian, like church, that sound, chain. That is not the way, chew. So valetudinarian, this a person who is very much bothering about always anxious about his health. So you can see valetudinarians go for weekly checkups. Normal persons do it once in a year. But if you are so concerned about your health, then what do you do for weekly or daily checkups? Some people morning and evening checkups, isn't it? And the next one is, of course, a black shadow like picture on white background. What do you know, Nedal Nedal Chitram. Nedal Chitram. That's what you call in Malayalam, but it is sill out. Sill out. What is it? Sill out. You can see here it is. Our physics teacher is an expert in shill out photography. Shill out photography means, there is the picture and then just behind that you will find a dark shade like that. So that is a shill out, shill out. And the next one is, seventh one is carving figures in stone, wood, marble, etc. or casting them in metal. That is sculpture. Sculpture. So that is, and here we have got the example. The Ashok teaches sculpture in our school. Ashok is the teacher. He teaches sculpture in our school. So that is. And the eighth is band of people in attendance on somebody. Some people who are, when kings they move, they have got a group of people attending on them. Kings, queens, or presidents, or prime ministers and so on. They are together. A collective name for that is retinue. Retinue, group of people always accompanying a VIP. Retinue. So here is example. The king always travels with his retinue. Retinue means group of people attending on him. And we have the last one, ninth one, having several wives at the same time. But he called polygamy. Polygamy. It's not practiced everywhere, but somewhere it is still practiced. And some cultures encourage polygamy. In some cultures they encourage polygamy. But it still exists. But I don't think that in many places you can see the practice of polygamy. So these are the 9 words and the last 9 words in the list. You have got stampede, stable, utopian, zoo, valetudinarian, shill out, sculpture, and you have got polygamy. Isn't it? These are the 9 words, and with this we come to the end of this short. That is our short and sweet. Tomorrow we will begin some other, we'll start with some other thing. Of course, everything English, and also focus is on IELTS. Okay, bye.